Houston teenager facing terrorism charges will be back in federal court Thursday. He is accused of trying to join ISIS. Tonight, we're learning more about how federal investigators stop potential terrorists in this country. Matt Doherty is live with insight from a former FBI agent here in Houston. Matt?
Yeah, Mia, the FBI isn't saying exactly how they caught the teen, but the expert we spoke with today says the whole thing most certainly started by a tip from an informant. The federal agents continued their investigation last night at the home where the 18-year-old lived with his parents off Briar Forest.
I don't see it. I never saw any tendencies of it.
Kind of surprised. He didn't. Well, I guess the cliche is I didn't know my neighbors were capable of or thinking anything like that.
The feds still haven't released a photo of the teen, but say he gave instruction for how to make bombs to alleged ISIS supporters. They also claim the teen pledged to fight for ISIS in Syria. But if he couldn't get there, the feds say he claimed he'd carry out an attack right here in the U.S.
But what the FBI was then able to do was to introduce an undercover operation into this to control this, gather evidence, and stop this act of terrorism before it took place.
Houston counterterrorism expert and former FBI agent Jim Conway says the reach of ISIS has now spread into our own backyard. Nobody is safe.
ISIS has an extremely fluid and extremely effective propaganda machine online. And the case that we saw yesterday here in Houston, Texas, is clearly indicative of their influence globally, basically through cyberspace methods.
The former FBI agent says what's proven to be the most reliable method for catching suspected terrorists is what detectives have been using for centuries.
They're targeting young people who are sort of operating on the margins or living on the margins and asking them to become a part of this effort. Many of these are the same people, and psychologists would tell you, people that would fall into the role of being involved with gangs. They're looking for something to attach themselves to.
Now, the 18-year-old is expected to appear in court again on Thursday. The FBI says that it currently has more than 1,000 active terrorism cases going on right now in the U.S. We're live outside of downtown this hour, standing for Houston. Matt Doherty, KHOU 11 News.
And it is scary just how many investigations are underway. Thanks so much, Matt.